You ever sit in your favorite chair by the window, a warm cup of tea or coffee in hand, and drift back in time? Back to the days when everything just felt simpler. When the radio played songs that still linger in your heart. When love was handwritten in letters, not swiped on screens. When you danced in the kitchen just because the moment felt right. If that sounds like you, you're not alone, and you are most definitely not forgotten. Welcome to the age of beauty, a space made just for you, for all the moments you've lived, all the stories you carry, and all the beauty you still hold within. Today, let's take a gentle walk down memory lane. But more than that, let's talk heart to heart about something so many shy away from: intimacy. Yes, even in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Because you, dear soul, are still worthy of closeness, connection, touch, and love. Let's start with the truth. Aging brings change, and that's just part of life. For women, menopause can shift so much, not just physically, but emotionally. The hot flashes and sleepless nights are challenging, of course, but even more confusing is how your own body might start to feel unfamiliar. Maybe you're noticing a change in desire, or discomfort during intimacy, or a self-consciousness that wasn't there before. And for men, things change too. Erections might not come as easily or last as long. And for many, it's not just physical, it's emotional. You might feel frustrated, even embarrassed. Society has told men that performance equals worth. But here's the truth. It doesn't. You are not less of a man. You are evolving. The heart, after all, never ages. The soul never tires of love. Let me tell you a story. Arthur and June, both in their early 70s, met at a community gardening class in a quiet town in Oregon. They'd both been married before. Both had grown children. And both had quietly given up on the idea of ever feeling that spark again. But there it was, gentle, unexpected, like the first bloom of spring. At first they were unsure. How do you start over at 70? How do you talk about the fears you carry about your body, or the doubts that whisper in your mind? But they did something powerful. They talked. They talked about what it felt like to be older, about scars, both visible and hidden, about grief and growing older, and how strange it feels when the world treats you like your best days are behind you. And somewhere in those quiet conversations, they found something beautiful. They found comfort, laughter, tenderness. They found that intimacy isn't about perfect bodies or wild passion. It's about trust, safety, knowing someone sees you, really sees you, and chooses to stay close. Now, every Sunday morning, Arthur brings June tea in bed. They hold hands on evening walks. They've even shared their story at their local library's senior night, reminding others that love, real love, doesn't come with an age limit. And maybe you're listening now thinking, that's lovely for them, but I feel so disconnected from my partner, from myself. And if that's you, oh dear friend, let's breathe together. There is no shame in what you're feeling. So many couples, after years together, find that life, with all its bills, routines, health scares, and children, dulls the flame they once had. And yet, the embers still burn. Sometimes, all it takes is a little air, a little intention to spark warmth again. So here's what I gently offer, from one heart to another. Start with presence, not with pressure, not with expectations, just with being present. Look your partner in the eyes, not with the gaze of yesterday, but with the acceptance of today. With the soft curiosity of two people learning one another again, like a second first time. and speak kindly, honestly, with vulnerability. It might sound like, I miss the way we used to touch, or sometimes I don't feel very attractive anymore, but I still long for closeness. Even just, can we talk about how we're both feeling these days? That first conversation might feel awkward, even emotional, but in that space, in that brave honesty, is the seed of deeper intimacy. And for those of you who are single, widowed, divorced, or simply never found the right one, know this. You are not too old to be loved, to fall in love, to discover gentle affection again. If you've hesitated to join a walking group or a painting class, or even just say hello to someone new, let this be your sign. It's not silly. It's not desperate. It's human to want to connect. And if intimacy, physical or emotional, still feels like a mountain too tall, there's no shame in asking for help. A good therapist, especially one familiar with aging and relationships, can be a lifeline. There are support groups, educational resources, even medical treatments that can ease physical discomfort and bring new joy. You deserve to feel good in your body as it is now. You deserve to feel seen, held, and cherished. And yes, you deserve pleasure, affection, laughter in the dark. Let's talk about body image for a moment, too. You may notice wrinkles, softer curves, or slower movements. But what if I told you those aren't flaws? They are the poetry of a life lived, of a body that's danced, given birth, worked hard, healed, loved, endured. Your body is not an apology. It is a story. And anyone who's lucky enough to be close to you now should listen with reverence. You are not invisible. You are not expired. You are in a sacred season, one of depth, reflection, and soulful beauty. Let me share one more story. Rita, 68, from a quiet village in Yorkshire, had been married to her husband for 43 years. But after his retirement, things changed. He grew distant. She felt lonely, even in the same room. One day she placed 2 chairs in their garden, made some tea, and asked him to join her. She didn't start with blame. She started with truth. I miss you, she said. He cried. She cried. They talked for hours about fear of aging, about how hard it is to feel useful after leaving a job, about how easy it is to drift apart when you're both silently hurting. That moment didn't magically fix everything, but it cracked open the door. Now they sit together in that garden every week. They're taking up slow dancing in the living room. They laugh again. They hold hands again. Because sometimes all we need is the courage to say, let's try. So here's what I want you to remember as this video gently comes to a close. Intimacy is not about performance. It's not about youth. It's about connection with your partner, with yourself, with life. You have not missed the boat. You are the boat, strong, weathered, and still full of journeys ahead. Give yourself permission to feel desire, to ask for what you need, to be vulnerable, to believe that the heart still beats with purpose, with passion, with possibility. And if you've ever been made to feel ashamed by the media, by family, even by your own inner critic for wanting closeness in this stage of life, let this be your freedom song. You are not broken. You are not past your prime. You are beautiful in the deepest, truest way. So, dear one, if this message spoke to your heart, if it reminded you of the love that still lives in your spirit, please like this video, share it with someone who might need this gentle reminder, and subscribe to The Age of Beauty for more heartfelt stories, soulful reflections, and warm conversations about embracing the fullness of life at every age. Because your story isn't over. It's just beginning. Again. And we'll be right here with you every step of the way.